Okay, I was not audible. So, hey there everyone, this is your host Satyanarayan and I welcome you all. And I want you to fill the test as soon as possible because we have 15 minutes. It is a very short test consisting of 10 questions only. The session which we have taken yesterday, this test consists on that only. So you can fill this test as soon as possible. On depending upon the results, we will do an evaluation of the marks. So please fill the test. The technical team has shared the link again. Please fill the test as shared. Till that time, we will see the poster and we will wait for the students to fill the test. So, hey there everyone, I hope I'm visible and audible. If I'm visible and audible, please put a yes in the chat box. May I request the technical team to open the chat? Yes, I'm getting. Just a minute. Okay, cool. Nice, nice. So before getting started, we have 2-3 minutes more. Students are filling the test form. Till that time, I would request you all, those students who have not yet renamed them properly, because it is mandatory. As I have mentioned you yesterday also, you have to mention your college name, the acronym for the college name, and then you have to put your name, space, and then you have to put your name. So in this way, we can identify you, and also we can put your attendance. So please fill that ASAP. Okay, someone is asking test link. May I ask the technical team to share the test link? Okay, we have shared the test link. Nice, awesome. So students who have done with the test can turn on the video, so it can be much interactive, right? As I already said yesterday, I can see, you can see me, but I can't see you, right? So it will be very much comfortable for me that if you turn on the videos. Okay, I can see Neil has turned on his video. Hi Neil. I can see Tejas has also turned on his video. Hi Tejas. Rohan. Awesome, awesome. So we're getting many more responses. I can see Tanzila Patil. Nice. Didi, Shaunak, Atharva. Awesome, awesome. I can see so many bright students here. So please students fill the test ASAP, because we want to make this as soon as possible. Okay, students can lower their hands. No need to raise their hands. Students can lower their hands. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, thank you for making spotlight. So before getting further ado, as our time has also reached the limit, let's get started. Myself, Satyanarayan, your host and your friend and your senior. Today, again, I will be hosting your session. I got the opportunity to host you all again, and I welcome you all with a very warm welcome. So again, congratulations to you all who were not there present. For them, I want to congratulate you for getting selected and being here present in this platform. Congratulations, everyone. We have a very awesome session today. Let me tell you guys. As I already mentioned, मैंने कल भी जैसे बोला था कि आपको कुछ लोगों को तो स्पॉइलर भी मिल गया because they attended the session, because वो सेशन कुछ कॉलेजेस के लिए पहले था, राइट? तो दैट इज द थिंग, कुछ बच्चों को पता है, कुछ बच्चों को नहीं पता. लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस अगेन द स्पीकर टुडे. He is none other than Mr. Saurabh Chaudhary sir. Let me share my screen so that I can introduce him very properly. Okay, awesome. Is the screen visible? No, not yet. Okay. Is it visible now? If the screen is visible, put yes in the chat box so I can acknowledge that it is visible. Awesome. I'm getting yeses, more yeses. So yeah, we have very wonderful professor with us today. He's none other than an MBBS and MD in radiologist and imaging, as you can see on the screen. Let me tell you, I'm personally very acquainted with Sir, and Sir is very awesome in leading students like us. He has been he has a medical college university examination topper, with highest on all the CBSE score in biology in class 12. He's a counselor, and also a digitally spiritual entrepreneur. He's also a face of Vedic reader and life coach, and also in ancient Indian Vedic ambassador. And also he has authored a book on radiology by Lambert Publications, Germany, and given various classes in medical engineering colleges, including many IITs and NITs. As you have already mentioned, that our group doesn't seem only to Sihangarh or Pune only. We are there in also in foreign colleges like MIT, Boston, and many other colleges. So has been given classes in many colleges, in many engineering colleges, in medical colleges also. And he's currently the director of Bhagavad Gita Academy, and he has addressed many officials for various corporate companies like Infosys, Cognizant, Tech Mahindra, and many such other MNCs. Also, post-corona outbreak, he's working towards digitally spiritual entrepreneurship for serving the nation and educating the society at very like big platform. and you can see the screen, students, if it is visible. Just a minute. Like you can see the newspaper article, he has addressed many professors and many principals, many big personalities. He is very reputed in his career, and as already mentioned, he is the most suitable guy to address us on the topic of time management, because being a mbbs, being a doctor, he has very tight schedule, and you can trust on him that he will address you like at his most, like at his level best. And I have personally taken his sessions, and he is the one of the best person to address us. So, without doing further ado, I would request Mr. Saurabh Chaudhary sir to be here on the platform, and over to you, sir. Tight
Hello,
schedule,
everyone.
and
I'm
you can
able to
trust on
hear
him
a
that
recording.
he will
Just give me
address
a
you like
second.
at his most,
What is
like
this recording?
at his
Give me
level
a
best.
second.
And I have personally taken his sessions, and he is the
Sorry for the delay. Because of the technical issue, there was some problem. So thank you very much for those words of inspiration, Satyanarayan. And it's a pleasure being with all of you again. Actually, one more recording was getting superimposed, and it's a pleasure. If all of you are able to see my slides, please type S in the chat box if you are able to see my slides. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of inputs coming in. Thank you very much. And in the next 1 hour, you'll be learning a very important and a very vital topic in your life. I have given this session many times, and today your life is going to change in the next 1 hour. This is one of the programs I had before the Corona crisis in Birla Institute of Technology, BIT Meshra. And this is in a medical college where the director, the professors, the head of the departments, and the undergraduate and the postgraduate students were there. So previously it was before Christ and after death, and now it's BC and AC, not BC and AD. It's before Corona and after Corona. How many of you are excited about today's session? Please type BIO in the chat box. Bring it on, BIO in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of messages are coming in, and I'm resonating with all of you. Your names are coming in so fast that I'm excited. And let us see a very interesting finding. Let us see the return on the investment of life. Suppose you sleep 8 hours in a day or 7 hours. Your whole life, 22 years, goes in sleep, because 8 hours is 1/3 of 24 hours. In daily routine, like tying the lace or going to the bathroom, brushing your teeth, 2.5 years. Meals take 5.5 years. Just talking, communicating, being on the mobile takes 5.5 years. Working, 16 years, and miscellaneous, 2.5 years. Personal discretion is 11 years, and a total of 65 years. Well, my dear friends, according to WHO statistics, World Health Organization, an average lifespan of an Indian is around 65 years. It is not enough to be busy. The question is, what are we busy about? As said by Henry David. All of you know this personality very well, one of the most famous persons. And if today were the last day of your life, what would you want to do? And what are you doing today? Thank you, Nicola, for that apple over there, right? So I wanted to ask you, please type in the chat box. Are you able to do what you love to do? Just type Y and N. Right now in your life, are you able to do what you love to do? So YNN, YNY, very interesting. I'm loving the students from PICD College, SID College, NIBM, so many colleges. Thank you. And let us see some interesting facts. How many? Now, please type in the chat box. I have seen 3 types of bees: honey bee, money bee, and the busy bee. Honey bee, all of you know. Money bee is बाप बड़ा ना भैया, सबसे बड़ा रुपया. And the busy bee, sir, मेरे पास बिल्कुल समय नहीं होता. Please type in the chat box HB, MB or BB. You are which kind of bee? Money bee, honey bee, or a busy bee? Okay. So if you are a BB, I'm seeing a lot of BBs coming here. So that means you need a lot of time management. Thank you for the amazing energy in the room. So the common problem which everyone is having is I'm busy. I don't have time. I'm not happy with my life. I don't feel I've achieved anything this year. I don't have a control on my life. I wish I had more than 24 hours in the day. And so many of you are resonating with me. Thank you so much for that. Have you ever faced any problem in which there is, I need more time. I want to enjoy my life more. I'm always running around. I never have time for myself. My friends and family even want more of me, but how do I give it? I'm always in crisis because I postpone, I am in crisis. So Kabir said, काल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, पल में परलय होएगी, फेर करेगा कब. And we as smart engineers and doctors, we have reversed the saying. आज करे सो कल कर, कल करे सो कब, जो हो रहा है होने दे, देखा जाएगा जब होगा तब. How many of you agree with me? Please type A in the chat box. Have you ever faced any situation in which there is too much stress? You'll be surprised to know that the doctors are the people who are in maximum stress. Black coat advocates and white coat doctors. Although they are giving the corona vaccination to the patients, there is hurry, curry, and worry in their life. Jiske karan there is tremendous stress. Right? Just all of you are having so much energy, but people are having so much stress. It is just not enough to work hard, my dear friends. It's also important to work smart and work very smart. Now, how many of you use this language? Please type in the chat box, I see. Where has the time gone? Why such a wastage of time? Time is just flying but away. सर पता ही नहीं चलता समय कैसे निकल जाता. मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड मेरे पीछे लगी रहती है, तू समय नहीं देता, लेकिन मैं तो समय है ही नहीं मेरे पास. They took away so much time. Where has the day gone? I was killing my time. But this is not the right language. What is the right language? How did I use my time? I wasted so much time and I didn't keep a track of time. Now, next slide is going to send you shivers through your spine. What is the value of time, my dear friends? Time and tide wait for none, and all of you are the lucky one because you're sitting in this time management seminar. What is the value of 1 year? Ask a student who has failed a grade. What is the value of a month? Ask a pregnant mother who gave birth to a premature baby. What is the value of 1 week? Ask an editor of a weekly newspaper with a belated news. And what is the value of a day? Ask a laborer जो हर दिन का खाना उस दिन कमाई करता है. और 1 घंटे की वैल्यू तो उससे पूछिए जो अपने लवर के लिए पार्क में वेट कर रहा है, स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग कोरोना टाइम, और बहुत दिन के बाद दोनों को मिलना है. What is the value of 1 minute? Ask a person who has missed the Rajdhani Express in New Delhi railway station. And my dear friends, what is the value of 1 second? उससे पूछो जो बाल बाल बचा और उसकी बाइक बस ट्रक से सटते सटते निकल गई. And what is the value of 1 millisecond? Ask a person who won a silver medal in the Olympics because he was second by 1 millisecond in the 100 meters race. How many of you agree with me? Please type A in the chat box and please select everyone. Please select everyone because all the direct messages are coming to me. Thank you. Thank you for the speed. I'm loving the speed. Punya Nagri ki punya speed. I'm loving this. Pune, I am loving this. So now look at this experiment very, very carefully. Abhi shant ho jao, thanda ho jao. Relax, enjoy. Okay. So please understand this experiment is going to change your life, my dear friends. There is a jar. आप लोग के लाइफ में भी एक जार है और वो जार है आपका जिंदगी का समय which is fixed. अगर इस जार में आप पहले बड़े पत्थर भर देते हैं और उसके ऊपर आप लोग सैंड भरते हैं, फिर उसके ऊपर ग्रेवल भरते हैं और पानी भरते हैं तो everything is fine. But suppose if you fill the water and after the water you fill the sand, and then you fill the gravel, and then you fill the big rocks, will it be possible? No. So what is most important in time management? Please note, my dear friends, I told this is not time management, but that is priority management. Rather than prioritizing your schedules, it is better to schedule your priorities. हमारी हालत कुछ ऐसे है कि हम AK-47 गन लेके लाइफ में इतना कुछ होते रहता है, हर दिन जर्नल सबमिट करना है, उसको बात करना है, दादा 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 दादा, वी आर जस्ट फाइटिंग इट आउट. Rather than doing preventive maintenance, we are doing disaster control. गलती हो गई है, अभी पढ़ाई नहीं किया है, एग्जाम के एक रात पहले क्या पढ़ाई होती है दोस्त? What is different? You are the same person, book is different, time is same, but only one thing is different. Time abhi kam bacha hai. So time is very, very important. Time and tide wait for none, and you can be the lucky one. So I will give gifts to all the people who are sticking on till the end. And I'm loving the students who are switching on their videos, because more the openness and more is the audio visual exchange of energy, more is the learning. Thank you very much. So remember that a stitch in time saves 9. Strike the rod when it is hot. Make hay while the sun shines. An opportunity knocks at your door only once, and it knocks very softly. Would you like to hear? Only this much softly, and it goes away. अगर आपने टाइम पे, समय पे काम नहीं किया, it will never again return back to you. So what are the techniques of time management? And I told that all those participants who are sticking on till the end, I am personally going to give you a lot of gifts. How many of you want gifts from me? Please type G in the chat box. G for gifts. G for gifts. Wow. If I give you so many gifts, what will remain with me? But don't worry. Dekh ke kisi ko kam nahi hua. The more you give, the more you have. And that is the nature of the universe. So what are the techniques? What are the techniques of time management, my dear friends? First is prioritization, scheduling, being well organized, reducing interruptions, effective communication, and learning to say no. Be assertive. दोस्तों, आप लोग में से कितने लोग हैं जिनसे ना नहीं बोला जाता? अगर आपसे ना नहीं बोला जाता, प्लीज टाइप N in the chat box. अगर आपको ना बोलना आता नहीं है. जब कोई आपको बहुत प्यार से बोलता है, अरे सुनो ना, तो आपकी दिल बहलने लगती है, आइसक्रीम की तरफ मेल्ट हो जाते हैं, और आपको ना बोलना नहीं आता है. जानना चाहेंगे दोस्तों कि आपको ना बोलना क्यों नहीं आता है? क्योंकि आपके लाइफ में एक बड़ा हाँ नहीं है, एक जीने का जज्बा नहीं है, एक जोश नहीं है, एक मिशन स्टेटमेंट नहीं है, एक गोल नहीं है. एंड द गोल नीड्स टू बी स्मार्ट, स्पेसिफिक, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Please, I'm telling you, and I'm giving you a gift right now. Anything which you can't measure, you can't manage. Anything which you can't measure, you can't manage. अगर आपको वेट लॉस करना है और अगर आप अपना वेट डेली नहीं लेते हैं, you cannot do it. Similarly, if you can't measure the time you have in your life, there is no question of time management. My dear friends, please try to understand. So this is very exciting gift, Rohit, what I'm going to give you right now from Jim Rohn. Formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. If you just get the formal education, you will just earn a living. But if you educate and do investment on yourself, like all of you are doing in this PDW course, you are actually going to make a fortune for yourself. What is the principle of time and karma? आप लोगों ने देखा होगा महाभारत में बचपन में, मैं समय हूं. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Kalaho Asmi, I am time, the eternal destroyer of the worlds. Just like the three heads and the three things move in the clock, similarly, the time and karma keep on moving. When a bird is alive, it eats the ants. When the bird has died, the ants eat the bird. One tree can make 1,000,000 matchsticks, but only one matchstick is needed to burn 1,000,000 trees. Circumstances can change at any time of life. Don't devalue or hurt anyone in this life. You may be more powerful today, but time is more powerful than you. So this is the most important part of today's seminar. प्लीज ध्यान से सुनो, बार बार देखो, हजार बार देखो, देखने की चीज है ये, देखते रहो. नाउ all of you have to answer my very deep question. And yesterday also in a seminar I was asking this question and I was amazed to see the result. ध्यान से इस चार्ट को देखिए. क्वाड्रेंट 1 मतलब डू इट नाउ, राइट नाउ. क्वाड्रेंट 2 इज मींस डिसाइड. क्वाड्रेंट 3 मतलब दूसरों को डेलीगेट कर दो, और क्वाड्रेंट 4 मतलब डिलीट कर दो. आपके लाइफ में कौन सा क्वाड्रेंट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है? प्लीज टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स 1, 2, 3 और 4. वाओ कृष्णा, कौशिक, 1 2 1 2 2 2 2 4. अच्छा कुछ 4 वाले भी हैं. अमेजिंग. 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 1. Wow, wow, amazing, amazing, man. So I'm seeing that maximum people are telling 1. अब थम जाओ, because the important thing is coming. Put brakes. You all are flying too fast. Put brakes to your engine now, right? So please understand, the most important quadrant is not 1, it is quadrant 2. देखिए जिंदगी में जब चीज अर्जेंट आती है तो करना ही पड़ता है. लोग बोलते कोरोना हो गया, क्या करे? अरे कोरोना में कुछ तो करो ना, क्योंकि एक बार कोरोना हो गया तब तो करना ही पड़ेगा, तब तो जाना ही पड़ेगा आईसीयू में और ऑक्सीजन तो लगाना ही पड़ेगा, राइट? सो इफ यू आर इन क्वाड्रेंट 1 और कोरोना हो गया है, अब कुछ नहीं कर सकते, अब बस एम्बुलेंस आएगा, इट विल पिक यू अप एंड इट विल टेक. But if you take care of your health, if you take care of your body, if you take care of your immunity system, if you have taken the vaccination of time, that means you're in quadrant 2, and that is the quadrant of quality. So दोस्तों याद रखिएगा, quadrant 1 is quadrant of urgency and quadrant 2 is important things in life. लाइफ में अर्जेंट चीज तो करना ही पड़ता है और थिंग्स टू डू के लिस्ट में हम टिक मारते ही रहते हैं, लेकिन आपके लाइफ में 4-5 चीज प्रायोरिटी होना चाहिए क्वाड्रेंट 2 में. एंड व्हाट आर दीज थिंग्स? हेल्थ, स्टडीज, कैरियर, रिलेशनशिप. Whether you are using the social media or social media is using you, please type in the chat box. Whether you are using social media, Y for you and S for SM, social media. आपको कौन चलाता है, सोशल मीडिया या आप अपने आप को चलाते हैं? ओके, so many SMs coming in. हाँ, क्या व्हाट्सएप आपको यूज करता है या आप व्हाट्सएप को यूज करते हो? अगर आप व्हाट्सएप के मैसेजेस फॉरवर्ड करने में बहुत मजा आता है तो एक्चुअली तो आप व्हाट्सएप के मार्केटिंग मैनेजर हो. और अगर फेसबुक में आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है फॉरवर्ड करने मैसेजेस, तो फेसबुक के लिए तो आप बहुत अच्छा हो. क्या फेसबुक आपको यूज कर रही है या आप फेसबुक को यूज कर रहे हो? मैन इज अ स्ट्रेंज एनिमल. यू गिव हिम हॉट, ही वांट्स इट कोल्ड. यू गिव हिम कोल्ड, ही वांट्स इट हॉट. ऑलवेज वांटिंग व्हाट इज नॉट. मनुष्य एक अजीब प्राणी है. वो सोचता कुछ और है, बोलता कुछ और है, दिखाता कुछ और है, करता कुछ और है, इसीलिए उसके साथ होता कुछ और है. हमारे आधार कार्ड का फोटो अलग और हमारे फेसबुक का फोटो अलग, क्योंकि एक हाथी के खाने वाले दांत और एक दिखाने वाले दांत. सो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, क्वाड्रेंट 1 में तो आना ही पड़ेगा, लेकिन क्वाड्रेंट 1 में आने लायक नौबत ना हो, इसीलिए क्वाड्रेंट 2 में प्रिपरेशन कीजिए. एग्जाम के एक रात पहले तो पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा, लेकिन पूरे साल पढ़ाई किया होगा तो एग्जाम बेटर जाएगा. थैंक यू फॉर दैट. हा 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 हा. आई एम लविंग दिस, राइट? सो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, सी, ऑल्दो आई एम जोकिंग, दिस आर वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स व्हिच विल टोटली चेंज योर लाइफ. Now we will see this time management matrix in a different light. So one thing is urgent and important. One thing is important but not urgent. और quadrant number 4 तो neither important है not urgent. हाँ, नेटफ्लिक्स में बैठ बैठ के मूवी देखना, Amazon प्राइम में लगे रहना, जब कोई नहीं है रूम में अपना वेबसाइट खोल के कुछ इधर उधर के साइट्स को देखना. These are all just time pass. अरे बाबा, एक स्टेशन में भी चिनिया बादाम बोलता है, चिनिया बादाम वाला बोलता है चिनिया बादाम, टाइम पास, टाइम पास. अरे बाबा, टाइम को पास मत करो, टाइम तो एनीवे तुमको पास कर देगी. तो टाइम का वैल्यू को समझो एंड एक्ट इन द राइट मोमेंट. So what are the things in quadrant 1? Crisis, deadline, pressing problem, breakdown, maintenance. आग लग गई है घर में, अब कुआं खोदने के लिए जमीन ढूंढ रहे हो क्या? And quadrant 2 is important and not urgent. Planning, self development, prevention, relationship building, recognizing, planning and recreation. One who fails to plan plans to fail. One who fails to plan plans to fail. और जब आप पढ़ाई करते हैं तो अचानक से एक व्हाट्सएप आ जाता है, जब आप इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोग्रामिंग कर रहे हैं पॉपअप आ जाता है, और ये सब इंटरप्शन, टेलीफोन कॉल और बीच बीच में ये सब चीजें आपको तो सिर्फ डिस्टर्ब ही करता है. Trivial matters or not urgent, not important, time pass, time waste, useless phone call, chatting and all these things. Please understand. आप लोग में से कितने लोग हैं कि जब आप नहाते हैं और आपका फोन बेसिन पे बगल में रखा हुआ है, जैसे ही फोन बजता है आप शावर से ही भागते हैं फोन उठाने के लिए? इफ यू आर द सेम पर्सन, प्लीज टाइप मी इन द चैट बॉक्स, मी इन द चैट बॉक्स. ओ माय गॉड, इतने लोग नहाते नहाते भागते हो क्या फोन उठाने के लिए? ओ माय गॉड, दिस इज रिडिकुलस. हाँ, आई एम लविंग दोज नोज. हाँ, क्योंकि अगर आंसर नो है मतलब आपका दिमाग तेज है, अगर आंसर यस है मतलब आपको तो माया घुमा रही है. अरे बाबा, फोन को बजने दो ना. कहीं फोन उठाने के चक्कर में पैर फिसल गया और ऑर्थोपेडिक वार्ड में, संचेती हॉस्पिटल में एडमिशन हो गया तो एक फोन कॉल का भरपाई 1 महीना हो जाएगा दोस्त. राइट? सो साइलेंट करो या उसको बजने दो ना. वो तो अपने जब फ्री टाइम है तब आपको कॉल कर रहा है, आप अपने नहाने के टाइम में भाग भाग के क्यों फोन उठा रहे हो? ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा? कोई टाइम बम है क्या जो बस्ट हो जाएगा? लेट द फोन रिंग. सो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड quadrant of action, quadrant of deception, quadrant of waste and quadrant of quality. According to the 7 habits of highly successful people by Stephen Covey, the top people in this world, the top CEOs, the top people spend time in the quadrant of quality. So please, important, urge कहां आता है? हाँ, urge आता है quadrant 1 में, लेकिन urge नहीं आता है leadership quadrant में. यानी मैनेजर्स क्या करते हैं? ये करो, वो करो, वो नहीं करो, ये नहीं करो, लेकिन लीडर बोलता है क्या सही क्या गलत और कब क्या करना है. राइट? डेडलाइन क्राइसिस में मैनेजर काम करता है, लेकिन लीडर ऐसे काम नहीं करता है. और डिसेप्शन में तो बस इंटरप्शन होता है. और वेस्ट क्वाड्रेंट तो हम डिस्कस ही नहीं करने वाले. डेफिनेशन ऑफ टाइम. Organizing and planning to divide your time between the specific activities. Good time management enables you not only to work hard but smart. तो देखिए इसको, quadrant first is red, ये करना ही पड़ेगा, do first. लेकिन do next is the important, be in the quadrant 2, because if you don't do it next, you have to do it first. And do later means you can delay it, and don't do anything means quadrant number 4. क्विक विंस. लोगों को फास्ट रिजल्ट चाहिए, लोगों को इंस्टेंट कॉफी चाहिए, लोगों को फास्ट पास्ता चाहिए, लोगों को 2 मिनट में नूडल्स चाहिए. तो इसके लिए क्विक विन होता है. लेकिन जब कोई काम धैर्य से, पेशेंस से, धीरे धीरे करते हैं, that is major products. If you want to make a big building, the foundation has to be strong, and that is quadrant 2. और just stop gap solution fill in करना है तो करो. और आप लोग में से कितने लोग हो जिनको जिंदगी में धोखा बहुत मिला है? लोगों के लिए आप कर करके मर गए, लेकिन लोग नहीं सुधरते हैं भाई. हाँ, God gives and forgives, and we get and we forget. हमारी ऐसी हालत है. ओ माय गॉड मी. हाँ, लगता है आप लोग घाट घाट के पानी पी चुके हो, लगता है आप लोगों ने इंद्रधनुष के 7 रंग देख चुके हैं. इतने यंग एज में बड़ा एक्सपीरियंस हो गया है. नॉलेज बस थियोरेटिकल नहीं है, विजडम में बदल गया है. लगता है सिर्फ ज्ञान नहीं है, विज्ञान हो गया है. Right? So I will be going and covering these quadrants again. Quadrant number 1 is urgent, काम करना ही पड़ता है, इसमें रहना बहुत स्ट्रेस देता है. अगर quadrant 2 में रहोगे तो quadrant 1 में आने की नौबत नहीं रहेगी. And quadrant 3 तो भाई illusion है. हाँ, चल रहा है, फोन कॉल में बातें चल रही है. कैसे पता चलता है कि प्यार हो गया है? हाँ, प्यार हो गया इज इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स. जब हॉस्टल में देखो कि एक लड़का एक साइड में धीरे धीरे बात कर रहा है. हेलो, सो गई हो? रुमाल ठीक से रख लेना. पानी पिया है? ओ माय गॉड, कितना केयर हो रहा है ना. बहुत जल्दी झटके पड़ने वाले हैं 440 वोल्ट के. जब टोन धीरे हो जाता है, जब प्यार ज्यादा होता है. हाँ, when there is, today is a day of guided missiles in the hand of misguided men. Fast food but difficult to digest. Broad roads, narrow hearts, smiling faces, crying hearts. There is love at first sight and there is divorce at first fight. कुछ दिन के लिए चंद्रमुखी वो पहली बार जब हम मिले, वो पहली बार जब हम मिले, हो गए प्यार के शुरू सिलसिले। अरे कितना दिन चलता है ये सिलसिला? अरे एवरीवन टेक्स अ न्यू ईयर रेजोल्यूशन, अब मैं पढ़ाई करूंगा, मैं टाइम पास नहीं करूंगा, मैं जिम में रेगुलरली जाऊंगा, मैं स्विमिंग क्लासेस में जाऊंगा, मैं योगा मेडिटेशन करूंगा, मैं क्लास में टॉपर बनूंगा। और तीसरे दिन फोन आ जाता है उसका, और जैसे ही फोन आ जाता है, भैया न्यू ईयर रेजोल्यूशन लिया था आपने सर, वो तो न्यू ईयर के लिए लिया था, बस एक दिन के लिए, अब क्या करना है सर, अब तो हो गया न्यू ईयर, अब तो ओल्ड ईयर आ गया सर मेरे लिए। एंड क्वाड्रेंट 4, oh my god, how can you put so many smileys in one shot, huh? Who's this person? You should give me a time management lecture. So fast, amazing, amazing, my god. Okay, so quadrant 4 is the quadrant of wastage and wasting and time pass. So types of interruption: ओवर सोशलाइजिंग, फेसबुक में चिपक के रहना, पता नहीं क्या मिल रहा है फेसबुक में। हाँ, जब बीमार पड़ जाएंगे, माँ बाप बगल में खड़े हैं, असली दोस्त आईसीयू में खड़ा है, लेकिन लाइक करने वाले, स्क्रॉल करने वाले, आपको थम्स अप देने वाले लोग तो बहुत हैं। टेलीफोन इंटरप्शंस, पुअरली रन मीटिंग, ड्रॉप्स ऑफ विजिटर एंड सो मेनी टाइम्स ऑफ इंटरप्शन। सिमिलरली स्टीव जॉब्स क्या बोलते हैं? यू नो द स्टोरी ऑफ स्टीव जॉब्स, इट्स नॉट अ जोक माय डियर फ्रेंड। योर टाइम इज लिमिटेड, सो डोंट वेस्ट टाइम लिविंग समवन else's life. दोस्तों एक बात दिल छू के बताइए, क्या आप अपना जीवन जी रहे हैं या किसी और का जीवन जी रहे हैं? इफ यू आर लिविंग समवन else's life, प्लीज टाइप EL इन द चैट बॉक्स। EL। अगर किसी और की जिंदगी आप जी रहे हैं तो प्लीज टाइप EL। ओ माय गॉड, किसकी जिंदगी जी रहे हो भाई आप लोग? हाँ, वो कौन है आपकी जिंदगी में? EL EL EL। someone is writing GF, someone is writing BF. I don't want to get into this, my god. Okay, अब देख लो भाई, किसकी जिंदगी जीना चाहते हो? खुद की जिंदगी नहीं जी के किसी और की जिंदगी जीना चाहते हो तो इट्स अप टू यू, व्हाट कैन आई से। सो यूज योर वेटिंग टाइम। कई बार ऐसा होता है कि पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट में हम खड़े हैं, कई बार पुणे के ट्रैफिक सिग्नल में स्वारगेट में हम अटक गए हैं और सिग्नल रेड हो गया है, और आप कंप्लेन करते हो ये मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों होता है, डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, पूरी जिंदगी की प्रॉब्लम ऐसी क्यों है, क्या होगा इस महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट का, ये गवर्नमेंट, व्हाई आर यू कंप्लेनिंग? योर वाइब अट्रैक्ट्स योर ट्राइब, यू अट्रैक्ट एवरीथिंग इन योर लाइफ, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड। एक मधुमक्खी घूम घूम के कचड़े के डब्बे में भी फूल पे बैठती है, और एक मक्खी गार्डन में भी जाके कचड़े में बैठती है। आप मधुमक्खी है या मक्खी? प्लीज टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स। M फॉर मक्खी, M फॉर मधुमक्खी। यू आर M और MM, प्लीज टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स। आप मक्खी है या मधुमक्खी? वेदर यू सिट इन फ्लावर और वेदर यू सिट इन गार्बेज। ओ माय गॉड, all full of madhumakkis. I'm loving this. So use your waiting time for correspondence, letters. हमेशा आपका things to do ready होना चाहिए आपके वन नोट में, आपके मोबाइल में। एक समय भी वेस्ट मत करो, बिकॉज गया हुआ समय फिर कभी वापस नहीं आएगा। Then there are ways to manage your workspace. मान लीजिए आप लोग में से कितने लोग हैं कि हॉस्टल रूम में जब कोई सो कॉल्ड आदमी आ जाता है ना, बोरिंग पर्सन, इरिटेटिंग पर्सन, जो डोकेला त्रास हेडेक करता है, तो एक बार हॉस्टल में घुस के आपके बेड पे बैठ जाता है तो चालू हो जाता है और बातें करते रहता है, तो ऐसे आदमी को आप कैसे रोक सकते हैं? उसको घुसने ही मत दीजिए, जैसे ही दरवाजा नॉक करे आप निकल जाइए बाहर। क्योंकि एक बार घुस गया तो निकाल तो नहीं सकते हो ना, लेकिन आप बाहर निकल गए, आप अंदर तो घुस सकते हैं, right? So these are small techniques we can help you take action, overcome procrastination. We have a bad habit of delaying things. Habit is such a thing. Remove H, a bit remains. Remove H, a bit remains. And remove H, a b, it remains. And दोस्तों मैं gift देना चाहता हूं, please type G in the chat box. Please type G in the chat box because this is very very important. ये जो हम लोग को एक स्ट्रेंज आइडिया आ गया है ना कि वी शुड डू मल्टीटास्किंग, इधर फोन में बात, कैन यू गिव माय फोन, हाँ, इधर फोन में बात करते करते, इधर लैपटॉप को ऑपरेट करते करते, यहाँ मैं फोन में बात कर रहा हूँ, यहाँ मैं लैपटॉप में बात कर रहा हूँ, उधर मैं उधर देख रहा हूँ, इधर मैं खाना भी खा रहा हूँ। स्टॉप दिस मल्टीटास्किंग बिजनेस. If you stop this multitasking business, you will be able to understand that mind has a nature to do one thing at a time. Bandhuratmatmanastasya yenatmaevatmana jitah. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, if you make the mind your friend, it can do wonders for you. And if it becomes your worst enemy, it can even commit you or convince you to commit a suicide. So it is very important to have planners, calendars, things to do list, activity logs and diary, and daily you should write down, because writing is also having a deep connect with the subconscious mind. What happens to those who do not know how to manage time? उनके साथ क्या होता है? Lose temper. They always run short of time. They accomplish very little in what they do. They do things haphazardly, work with reduced efficiency. They take overload, forgetting physical health, mental peace. There is no time for relationships, prayers, and reflection. At youth, a person uses his health for wealth. At old age, he uses his wealth for health. And at the time of death, he loses both. जब जवानी था, पैसा नहीं था. जब पैसा आया, जवानी चली गई. जब पैसा भी है, समय भी है, जिंदगी हाथ से निकल गया. क्या ऐसा किसी के साथ हो सकता है? बिल्कुल यस. Think ahead. Don't let day-to-day operations drive out planning. So let us see a very important test, a self-test, कि आप कौन से पर्सनालिटी हैं और आप कितना समय इस दुनिया में बर्बाद करते हैं. एंड दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. सो रिमेंबर दिस फॉर्मूला. प्लीज टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स PDI, PDI, PDI. Okay, thank you. PDI. P for planning, D for doing, and I for interacting. P for planning, D for doing, I for interacting. I am repeating this because this is very very important. PDI. So let us check your personality. Okay. अब आप लोग सबको टाइप करना है कि आप कौन से पर्सनालिटी में आते हैं. राइट. लुक वेरी केयरफुली एंड यू हैव टू राइट इन शॉर्ट फॉर्म्स. अगर आपका प्लानिंग 33% है लाइफ का, अगर डूइंग 100 में 33.33% है एंड इंटरेक्शन इज 33.33%, यू आर अ बैलेंस्ड पर्सन. तो कितने लोग बीपी हैं? कितने लोगों के लिए ये तीनों इक्वल है? तो टाइप कर दीजिए बीपी, बैलेंस्ड पर्सन. If you are just planning and doing, but you don't talk to anyone else, you are doing your things well. So OT, if you are doing your own things well. लेकिन अगर आप प्लानिंग ही नहीं करते हैं जिंदगी में और सिर्फ करते हैं काम और इंटरेक्टिंग, तो आप दूसरों का काम बहुत अच्छा करते हैं दोस्तों. यू डू अदर्स प्रायोरिटीज वेल. खुद की प्लानिंग का तो कुछ नहीं और दूसरों के लिए लगे पड़े हैं, दूसरों का काम बड़ी अच्छी तरह से कर रहे हैं. हाँ, so this you can say as PW, others priority you do well. तो आप OT हैं कि PW हैं कि BP हैं? राइट. प्लीज टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स. और कुछ लोग तो भाई काम ही नहीं करेंगे, बस बातें ही बातें, बस प्लानिंग. पता है, मैं ना ऐसी लड़की से शादी करूंगा और जब हमारी शादी हो जाएगी ना, हम लोग ना हनीमून के लिए मॉरिशस जाएंगे और मॉरिशस से आते वक्त ना मैं एक लैंड करूंगा श्रीलंका के कोलंबो में और मैं देखूंगा वहां के कौन से रेस्टोरेंट में पिज्जा और पास्ता खाऊंगा. अरे भाई, किसको प्लानिंग कर रहे हो? भगवान को भी अगर हंसाना है तो अपना प्लान सुनाओ ना. गॉड से आई डू दिस एंड आफ्टर दिस आई डू दिस एंड इफ दिस डजंट वर्क आई डू दिस. गॉड विल लाफ एंड लाफ एंड लाफ एंड से ओह माय डियर दोस्त, लगता है मेरा तो कोई रोल ही नहीं है तेरे लाइफ में, तू तो मेरा भी प्लानिंग कर रहा है. कब आएगा वो समय जब मैं तुम्हारा प्लानिंग करूंगा? So of course we should plan our lives, but we should depend on God. We should know there is a supreme power in this universe. अरे भाई क्या बात है, अब तो टाइप करने में मजा आएगा बहुत. दोस्तों, अगर आप लोग सिर्फ प्लानिंग करते हैं और कुछ काम नहीं करते और बातें नहीं करते, तब तो आप डे ड्रीमर हैं, DD. और अगर आप सिर्फ काम ही काम करते हैं, ना लोगों से बात करने का समय है, ना प्लानिंग, जब देखो लगे हुए हैं, अल्कोहलिक अल्कोहल पीता है, आप वर्कोहलिक है, तो आप WA टाइप कीजिए. और अगर आप डूइंग नहीं करके सिर्फ बातें करते हैं, तो आप तो बड़े मजेदार पर्सनैलिटी होंगे. घंटों लोग आपसे बात करेंगे, लेकिन बात करके वो चले जाएंगे, आपके लाइफ में कुछ आगे बढ़ने नहीं वाला है. और अगर तीनों नेगेटिव है, ओ माय गॉड, फिर तो क्या कहना, डेनिस द मेनेस. हाँ, कुछ काम ही नहीं करते. कुछ दिन पहले एक स्टूडेंट आया मेरे पास, बोला सर मैं बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हूं, सर मैं बहुत डिप्रेस्ड हूं. मैंने बोला कौन सा गाना गाते हो? तो बोले मेरा जीवन कोरा कागज कोरा ही रह गया. मैंने बोला इसीलिए तेरा चार्ट भी कोरा ही है, कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है भाई, गाड़ी तो आगे बढ़ ही नहीं रही है. मैंने बोला कोई तो दूसरा गाना होगा तुम्हारे जिंदगी में? बोला सर है एक और गाना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. मैंने बोला गा दे यार, मैं तो ऐसे डिप्रेशन में जा रहा हूं तेरा बात सुन के. जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ, इसके सिवा. मैंने बोला बस, हाँ, इसके तो जिंदगी में कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि उसने प्लानिंग भी नहीं किया, डूइंग भी नहीं किया, इस तो बस गाना गाता है. राइट. So please, important 4 hormones are very important. How you manage your time decides your happiness. तो आप लोग को अब चैट बॉक्स में टाइप करना है कि आप लोग कौन सा हार्मोन सिक्रेट कर रहे हो दोस्तों? 4 हार्मोन्स आर नॉट रिलीज ड्यू टू ओवर टाइम स्पेंड इन मीडिया इन गैजेट्स। अरे मीडिया में लगे रहोगे तो एक भी हार्मोन सिक्रेट नहीं होगा, बस डोकेला त्रास हेडेक होगा, समझे? इफ यू हैव अ सेंस ऑफ कंप्लीशन, आपने कुछ पढ़ाई किया, आपने कुछ एंथुसियास्टिक मोटिवेशनल टॉक देखा है, आपने कुछ असाइनमेंट कंप्लीट किया है, तो आपका डोपामिन रिलीज होगा, डीपी। इफ यू आर फीलिंग हेल्दी एंड जॉयफुल एंड एंथुसियास्टिक एंड पावरफुल, आपका एंडोर्फिन रिलीज होगा, ईडी। और अगर आपने लोगों के लिए किया है बहुत, राइट, विदाउट एनी सेल्फिश मोटिव, तो सेरोटोनिन सिक्रीट होगा, विच विल गिव यू अ स्पिरिचुअल वैल्यू। और अगर आपने सोशल कनेक्ट बताया है तो आपका ऑक्सीटोसिन रिलीज होगा। तो दोस्तों जरा टाइप कर दीजिए ना, आपका कौन सा हार्मोन रिलीज हो रहा है? डीपी, श्रेया। ओके, डोपामिन, आई एम लविंग दैट। थोड़ा टाइप कीजिए ना, कोई हार्मोन रिलीज हो रहा है या नहीं? डीपी, डीपी, डीपी। अरे सब तो डीपी की प्रोफाइल लगा के रखे हैं क्या व्हाट्सएप में? सब डीपी लिख रहे हैं। हाँ, कोई और हार्मोन सिक्रेट हो रहा है कि नहीं यहाँ किसी का? ईडी, ओके, सेरोटोनिन, ओके ओके, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। आई एम लविंग द एनर्जी इन द रूम। हाँ, आई एम पर्सनली थैंकफुल टू ऑल ऑफ यू बिकॉज ऑफ योर पार्टिसिपेशन। द सेमिनार इज बिकमिंग वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। दोस्तों अब ध्यान से देखिए, ग्रीन या ब्लू या पर्पल या रेड, विच आर द पॉइंट्स इन योर लाइफ विच इज अ टाइम वेस्टर फॉर यू? ध्यान से देखो, इसको पढ़ो, स्क्रीनशॉट लो और चैट बॉक्स में लिखो सबके सामने कि आप इसमें से कौन कौन चीजों से ग्रसित हो और क्या दिक्कत है आपके लाइफ में। व्हाट आर द नंबर्स विच यू आर स्ट्रगलिंग विथ? Please type in the chat box. Please type in the chat box. What is the problem and what numbers are you struggling with? Whether it's 1, whether it's 2, what are the problems? I'm very happy to see that बहुत देर तक चैट नहीं चला, यानी आप लोग बहुत, oh my god, 1 to 10 all. ओह गॉड। हाँ, बट आई लव दैट आप लोगों ने ध्यान से पढ़ा, क्योंकि थोड़ी देर के लिए चैट बॉक्स रुक गया था, ऑलमोस्ट फॉर 5 to 10 seconds. दैट मींस ऑल ऑफ यू वर रीडिंग केयरफुली। आई एम लविंग द एनर्जी इन द रूम, माय गॉड। तो बार बार देखो, 1000 बार देखो, अपना सेल्फ अवेयरनेस को बढ़ाओ। निंदक नियरे राखिए, आंगन कुटी छवाए, बिन पानी साबुन बिना निर्मल करे सुहाए। सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, इफ अ रियल फ्रेंड इज देयर, वो ना आपको चने के झाड़ पे नहीं चढ़ाएगा, रे तू बहुत अच्छा, तू बेस्ट है, तू बहुत टॉप है, ऐसा नहीं। जो रियल है वो आपको आगे बढ़ने में हेल्प करेगा, एंड समटाइम्स ही मे डू कंस्ट्रक्टिव क्रिटिसिज्म फॉर यू। एंड इंट्रोस्पेक्शन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दोस्तों। हर व्यक्ति का 2 लाइफ होता है, one is a personal life and one is a professional life. Your personal life gives relationships and brings you joy, and your professional life brings you results. So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, युक्ताहार विहारस्य युक्त चेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्त स्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः। दुःख, every one of us are facing some or the other dukkha in our life, and if you want to get rid of this dukkha, be regulated in your time of yukta ahara viharasya, in your habits of eating, sleeping, recreation and work. Be regulated in your habits of eating, sleeping, recreation and work. So this is a very important slide. Smart workers focus on improving communication with people. Second is good preparation. Third is better planning and organization. Fourth is taking better care of the self. Fifth is seizing new opportunities. Sixth is personal development. Seventh is preventive maintenance. And eighth is empowerment. Just make sure that you have all these qualities, because this is the focus of the smart workers in life. मौका देख के चौका लगा दो दोस्त, क्योंकि मौका बार बार लगता नहीं है, बॉलिंग बार बार अच्छा नहीं मिलता है। मौका देख के जिसने चौका लगा दिया वो लाइफ में हमेशा आगे रहता है। So this is very very important. आप कौन से कैटेगरी के हैं? Rather than prioritizing your schedules, it is better to schedule your priorities. अरे लंबा लंबा लिस्ट बना के कौन आगे बढ़ा है इस जिंदगी में? लिस्ट में तो लोग पूरा दिन सुबह से रात तक घर के काम में लगे रहते हैं, लेकिन घर का काम का कोई अंत नहीं होता। You should be very focused in your life, like Arjuna was focused when he was learning the science of archery from Dronacharya, and he was only able to see the eye of the bird and nothing else. How is your focus in life? If you focus a lens in front of a sun and you keep moving the lens, will it be able to burn the leaf? But if you keep the lens still, आपका माइंड फोकस्ड है कि नहीं? क्या एक सेकंड के लिए आप फेसबुक को आगे फॉरवर्ड कर देते हैं? क्या टिकटॉक वीडियोस जाने के बाद आपसे लंबी वीडियोस देखी नहीं जाती? क्या एक चीज पे आपका मन नहीं लगता? क्या 2 दिन रोटी सब्जी दे देने से आपको अभी पिज्जा बर्गर का मन करता है? What is the reality and how much are you focused? That is very important. So 4 D's are there for prioritization: do, delegate, delay and delete. कुछ कुछ चीजें लाइफ में ऐसी होती है, डू इट राइट नाउ, डू इट राइट नाउ. एंड डेलीगेट मींस हर चीज खुद थोड़ी ना कर सकते हो. हाँ, क्या आप दुर्गा देवी हैं 10 हाथ से? या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्ति रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. क्या आपके 10 हाथ हैं? So don't try to do everything, you will go mad. So I'm giving you a sutra, my dear friends. I told you I'm going to give you a lot of gifts. Only do the things which you can do, which no others can do. अगर कोई आपका फ्रेंड आपके लिए वो काम करके दे सकता है जो आपको करने की जरूरत नहीं है, you give it to him and you also help him by contributing in his life. Let 1 + 1 be equal to more than 11. लेकिन हम लोग तो ऐसे दुनिया में रहते हैं, अरे तेरे से मुझे क्या फायदा होगा और मेरे से तेरे को क्या फायदा होगा, और 1 - 1 करके उसको 0 बना देते हैं. So live in a symbiotic relationship. And my dear friends, अगर आपने किसी को कुछ बोला और वो बोला सर मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, I have absolutely no time, he's just bluffing you. उसको आपके लिए टाइम नहीं है. टाइम तो उसके पास बहुत है, लेकिन उसको आपके लिए टाइम नहीं है. और दोस्त, even Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, ये यथा माम प्रपद्यन्ते स्थाम तथैव भजाम्यहम्. अगर किसी को आपके लिए टाइम नहीं है, then you decide that आपको उसको कितना टाइम देना चाहिए. अगर कोई आपको बोल रहा है मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, वो ये नहीं बोल रहा है कि उसके पास टाइम नहीं है, वो आपको ये बोल रहा है कि उसके पास आपके लिए टाइम नहीं है, my dear friend. So nobody is too busy, it's just a matter of priorities. You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. तो दोस्तों बताइए, जिंदगी आपको चलाती है कि आप जिंदगी को चलाते हैं? 1 और 2. जिंदगी आपको चलाती है 1 या आप जिंदगी को चलाते हैं 2? क्या आप ईयर्स ऐड कर रहे हैं आपके लाइफ में, या क्या आप लाइफ ऐड कर रहे हैं अपने ईयर्स में? These are questions to be thought and these are questions to be pondered, my dear friend. If you really want to do something, you will find a way. And if you don't, you will find an excuse. अगर आपको पता चला कि 2 साल बाद आपकी मम्मी पूना रेलवे स्टेशन में आ रही है आपसे मिलने सुबह 4 बजे, क्या आपको रात को नींद आएगी? क्या आप सोते रह जाओगे? क्योंकि मां से प्रेम करते हो दोस्त, इसीलिए तो बार बार जगोगे कि मम्मी ट्रेन आ गया क्या, ट्रेन आ गया क्या. इट्स ऑल अबाउट द प्रायोरिटीज इन लाइफ. तो अगर किसी को आपके लिए समय नहीं है ना दोस्त, तो देख लो डेलीगेट करना है या उसको डिलीट करना है, क्योंकि धोखा हो रहा है आपके साथ. Please understand, if you really want to do something, you will find a way, and if you don't, you will find an excuse. So the biggest mistake people do can try to make such schedules, मैं सुबह 2 बजे उठ जाऊंगा, 2 से 3 ये करूंगा, 3 से 4 वो करूंगा, 4 से 5 ये करूंगा, कभी नहीं कर पाओगे, right? So keep life simple, right? There is a formula, keep it simple, stupid, KISS, keep it simple, stupid, right? So please understand the 4 generations of time management, right? 4 generations of time management, and this is very important. दोस्तों एक बात बता दो, मान लीजिए आप राफेल जेट में जा रहे हैं 950 किलोमीटर पर आवर में, right? What is more important in life, speed or direction, S or D? Please type in the chat box what is more important, S or D. Thank you so much. You all have such a spiritual bent of mind. I'm damn convinced that आप लोग को बहुत अच्छा संस्कार मिला है, आपको बहुत अच्छे पेरेंट्स मिले हैं, क्योंकि पुणे के इतने क्राउड में 811 participants are there. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, bahunam janmanamante ज्ञानवान माम प्रपद्यते वासुदेव सर्वमिति स महात्मा सुदुर्लभः. It is not easy to attend a seminar on spirituality. This is not just a materialistic seminar, but it teaches you about the science of life. Lack of direction, not lack of time, is the problem. We have only 24 hours in a day. So ध्यान से सुनिए, the last concept before I end for today's session. Time management is both an art and a science. Unfortunately, there is still a big gap between the art of time management and the state of practice. I don't hear too many people complain that they have too much time on their hands. If they do, I'm more happy than ever. So what is the time management stacking, and what are the 4 levels of time management? Let us see. The key is to move up your time management skills from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 to level 4. अगर आप लेवल 1 टाइम मैनेजर हैं तो आप बस लिस्ट बनाते रहते हैं, लिस्ट बनाते हैं, टिक करते हैं, लिस्ट बनाते हैं, टिक करते हैं. अगर आप बोलते सर मैं तो ये भी नहीं करता, उसका मतलब आप 0 लेवल पे है. आई एम वेरी सॉरी टू से आप 0 लेवल पे है. ओके, तो अगर आप एटलीस्ट लिस्ट बनाते हैं तो एटलीस्ट यू आर जनरेशन 1 टाइम मैनेजमेंट. अगर लिस्ट के साथ आप अपना कैलेंडर भी बनाते हैं, राइट, अगर लिस्ट के साथ आप अपना कैलेंडर भी बनाते हैं, 2 को ये करेंगे, 3 फरवरी को वो करेंगे, 6 को ये करेंगे, यू आर जनरेशन 2 टाइम मैनेजमेंट. इफ यू हैव अपॉइंटमेंट बुक्स एंड कैलेंडर्स. एंड इफ यू थिंक अजीम प्रेम जी विप्रो के मालिक ने बोला दैट पर्सन इज इंटेलिजेंट, who what he does, that person is intelligent who knows and can guess the future and act accordingly. But the most smartest person is generation 4 time management, because he does a PPC balance. PPC balance. If you are able to see my cursor, look at it and type C in the chat box. If you are able to see my cursor. And what is this PPC balance? This is the balance between products and production capacity. If your candle is burning at both ends, the light is more but will last less. If your candle is burning at both ends, the light is more but will last less. अगर मुर्गी सोने का अंडा हर दिन दे रही है, आप अंडा तो हटा रहे हैं, मुर्गी को काट दे रहे हैं, तो सोने का अंडा ज्यादा दिन नहीं मिलेगा. लेकिन अगर आप प्रेम से मुर्गी को उसका खाना खिला रहे हैं तो सोने का अंडा तो मिलेगा ही, और हो सकता है आगे और अंडे मिले. So please keep a balance between the products which come in your life and the production capacity. Keep your relationships very vital to see who are the real people who are contributing in their life, in your life, and maintain a good relation with them. So know how much is too much and how less is too less. This is one of the quotes I love to say to people. I don't say no because I'm so busy. I say no because I don't want to be so busy. How many of you resonate with me? Please type RM in the chat box if you resonate with me. I don't say no because I'm so busy. I say no because I don't want to be so busy. So this is a beautiful thing said by Saint Francis of Assisi. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what is possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. Even the word impossible says, I am possible. I am possible. So thank you very much, my dear friends. Just be a little static in the chat box now, because I'm sharing, my digital team is sharing the YouTube link. I have given more than 200 videos to more than 5 lakh students all over India in various top institutes like IITs, NITs, top medical colleges and corporate companies on the very important topics. Please press in the link, subscribe, hear and change your life. And also, this is my app, Dr. Saurabh Chaudhari, which is available in Google Chrome. You can download it free and get enrolled in the multiple training programs which are there. So it was a pleasure being with all of you. Thank you very, very much. You were patient, you were enthusiastic, you were participative. I have no wonders, and I thank each and everyone. I would request the organizers to take over and go ahead with the session and see if we can take some question answers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Saurabh sir, for this wonderful session. Indeed, it was very awesome. So before getting started into something, let me tell you, my dear friends, that let us thanks by putting thank you in the chat box. अरे बोलने से पहले ही यहाँ के बच्चे तो बहुत smart. Awesome, awesome. So let us put thank you in the chat box by showing our gratitude towards मैंने बोला था ना आपको स्टूडेंट्स, ये बहुत अमेजिंग सेशन वाला है. सर की स्माइल से लेके सर के गाने से लेके सर के पीपीटी तक एवरीथिंग वाज वंडरफुल, राइट. और सर यही कोशिश करते हैं, सर इतना इंटरेक्टिव रखते हैं, हमें इतना इंटरेक्टिव रखते हैं कि ऐसा लगता ही नहीं दैट वी आर ऑन ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म. एंड दैट इज द रीजन आई लव पर्सनली सर सो मच. हिज सेशंस आर लिटरली अमेजिंग. And before getting started into another thing, attendance link will be posted in the chat box. But those students who have question, we can raise their hands and they can ask you directly, right, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So those
Satyanarayan
students
ji,
who,
I will say that if you can only choose the question, because so many questions are coming to me personally.
oh,
Yeah, you can choose the questions and just let me know, and I'll be answering them in a rapid fire round. Yeah.
okay, sure. So what we will do, students who have questions can send to me directly in the chat box so that I can address it to the sir. That those questions.
Some
Okay,
people
nice.
are asking, where is the attendance link?
Attendance link.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
So just don't type for some time. Let the attendance link come, because this is very important, because we need to get back to you with further training programs and further sessions, which is going to change your life. So they are just putting the attendance link, just mark in that so that we can get back to you on further important topics.
right.
Yeah, they are just putting it. Just hold the chat box for some time.
So we will be closing the chat for some time so that you can get the attendance form.
Yeah. You can close the chat box so that they are on the attendance
Here
link.
is the attendance link. I have submitted the attendance link in the chat box. Students can register here as SAP, so that we will get attendance of your all. Okay, students who have questions can send to me. Okay, students are asking how to start reading Bhagavad Gita and apply principles.
Very good. So I'm showing you Bhagavad Gita. This is the book which changed my life completely. 22 years back, I was a student like you, and I was attending a session on Discover Yourself. I was going through tremendous stress in my life, and I was like totally boggled with the energy and the things which were happening. So what I did, don't bother much, just contact the organizer. You are seeing my library. There are 18 editions of Bhagavad Gita. Ghat Ghat Ka Pani Pike, I finally came to this edition of Bhagavad Gita as it is. And I read it because it is the science of life. Science in this world answers the how of things, and spirituality in this world answers the why of things. How does a person die is answered by science, like corona, blood pressure, diabetes, heart attack. But why does a person die is answered in the Bhagavad Gita. Antakale cha mameva smarana muktva kalevaram. How does it rain? That is answered by science: evaporation, condensation, and rain. And why does it rain? The answer is there in the Bhagavad Gita. So there are so many common things between different religions: Swarg, Narak, heaven and hell, Jannat and Jahannam. There is Pralay in Sanatan Dharma, there is Doomsday in Christianity, and there is Qayamat in Islam. We chant the Mala, which is the beads, and they chant the Tasbih in Islam, and they chant the Rosary. So there are so many scientific facts. Just go deep into it, and you will know the mysterious power of the universe, how you can access the power of the divine. Prakrite kriyamanani gune karmani sarvashah ahankar vimhudatma karta aham iti manyate. So just open the Bhagavad Gita, start reading, but do it under guidance from the mentors, as you can contact Satyanarayan and he will be telling you how to contact the mentors. Thank you. Next question, please.
Yeah, how to imply your plans into reality.
Okay, how to imply your plans into reality? This is a very deep question, because some of us are just planning in the head and planning in the head. So have an accountability partner. एक दिल वाला दोस्त रखिए जो आपके लिए really care करता हो. So you should have a vertical and a horizontal relationship. A senior should be there who really cares for you. People don't care what you know, they know what you care. And you should have an equal relationship जो आपके पीछे लगे रहे, क्योंकि पापा मम्मी तो अभी है नहीं लगे रहने के लिए, और हम लोग इतने स्मार्ट हो गए, वी थिंक इट्स माय लाइफ माय वरी. So have a accountability partner. Be accountable to someone. You tell what you're doing and he tells what you're doing. When there is discussion, dadati prati granati guhyam akhyati pritchati bhungte bhojayate chay vashat vidhi priti lakshnam. So it is very important to understand that you should have a guide and a mentor who guides you and is behind you. You need to be accountable to him. An experiment was done in which a person was told कि कागज फाड़ो और डस्टबिन में डालो. तो 1 मिनट में उसने 10 पीस डाला डस्टबिन में, और दूसरे व्यक्ति को बोला गया यू हैव ओनली 30 सेकेंड्स, फाड़ो और डालो. उस 30 सेकेंड्स में उसने 20 डाला, और लास्ट पर्सन को बोला गया 10 सेकेंड में ना डंटे पड़ेंगे तेरे को, अभी तुम कागज फाड़ो और डालो. एंड he just wrapped all the papers and cut. He made 108 pieces. So tell me why it was faster? Because there was a pressure behind. So there are two things. जब ट्रेन आगे बढ़ती है एक पहाड़ी इलाका से, एक इंजन आगे होता है जो खींचता है और एक इंजन पीछे होता है जो पुश करता है. You need a person who pulls you from front and pushes you from behind, and that is how you will be able to implement things. And I want to tell you, my dear friends, that doing is knowing, knowing is not doing. I'll request my digital team to put also a specific lecture of in my channel, which is speaking on focus and how to give up this bad habit of procrastination. It's a 1-hour lecture. So all of you go through it and you will see that your lives are changing. Next question.
Yes, sir. So one is saying how to develop positive approach at each and every time, like every condition of a life, because he is sometimes negative, he is sometimes distracted. So how to give a positive approach to each and everything in a life?
Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam. So remember A, B, C, and D of life. It's not A for apple, B for bat, C for cat, and D for dog. A for association of right people. Your life is the average of 5 people with whom you associate. Associate doesn't mean जिसके साथ आप same room में हैं या जिसके साथ आप dining table में हैं. एसोसिएट मींस जिसको आप अपनी चेतना में रखे हुए हैं, जिसको आपने अपने मस्तिष्क पटल में रखा हुआ है, जिसके बारे में आप कॉन्स्टेंटली सोच रहे हैं. सो कीप द टॉप एनर्जेटिक पीपल जिनके साथ आप एसोसिएट करते हैं. दैट मींस यू आर इंस्पायर्ड दैट बाय दैट पर्सन एनर्जेटिकली. सेकंड इज बी books, right kind of books like Bhagavad Gita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and self-help books like, I told you 7 Habits of Highly Successful People by Stephen Covey. So these are very important books. A reading habit is very, very important because this is the investment you're doing on yourself. C is chanting. Chanting and meditation brings focus in your life, because if you sharpen a pencil and someone says, why are you wasting your time? Sharpening a pencil is not a wasting of time. And D is diet. Diet is so important. जैसा अन्न वैसा मन. Please make sure. मम्मी के हाथ का खाना कितने लोगों को अच्छा लगता है? सबको ना. क्यों वो कुछ अलग मसाला मिलाती है? No, it's the energy is different. The power is different. The love is different. And that is why the prasadam which is offered in the temple has a divine taste, because the energy is different. It's all about energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to other. So if you want to be enthusiastic, associate with people who are highly energetic, and that will change your day. Next, please.
Yes. How to manage your work and hobbies.
How to manage your work and hobbies. So allot time for everything. Allot time for everything. तो मैं आपके लिए गोल्डन सूत्र बता रहा हूं. उसी का घर साफ होता है दोस्त, जिसके there is a right place for everything and everything in the right place. आप आके बस अपना सॉक्स को उठा के फेंक देते हैं तो वो गंदगी हो जाता है. But if you know that the socks are to be put on the third shelf of the cupboard, then the socks will always be there and you'll be easily able to find it. Similarly, there is a right time for everything and everything in the right time. Schedule your day, make a planner, and you can say that for 1 hour it is me time. ये मेरा समय है. वहां तब मैं वही करूंगा जो मेरे लिए हेल्प करता है. And some time you can dedicate for your professional life, some for your personal life. Do the delegation. That's important. Next question, please.
Sir, multitasking अच्छा होता है क्या? Multitasking is not good. If then how to avoid multitasking?
So multitasking is not a good idea, my dear friends, because mind is focused. See, please understand one very important concept. जो चीज बार बार करोगे वही हैबिट हो जाता है. What is the difference between a habit and a hobby? What is the difference between a habit and a hobby? Habit is done every day and hobby is done once in a while when you love it, right? अगर habit करना है, you do it every time. Can you repeat the question one more time, Satyanarayan?
Yes, he is asking like.
Has it gone up in the scroll box?
Yes, bro. Yes. Okay. So one more interesting question we have here. He is asking how to take steps.
Just a minute. I'll try to answer the previous question. It just clicked out of my mind because of the speed. So yeah, if you do the same thing again and again, then you will get depth in your life. अगर एक ही जगह nail लगा के you keep hammering, you will get depth in your life. But if you keep hammering here and there, sometimes you are doing this, sometimes jack of all trades, master of none. So very important to do the same thing again and again and again. So when you do a good habit, it becomes a part of your life. And if you do something negative, it also becomes a part of your life. So repetition is the key. Next, please.
Yeah. This is very important question. He is asking how to take steps towards internal peace.
How to take steps towards internal peace. My dear friends, I'm telling you a golden statement. Now you all are asking very deep question. I have stayed in many, many ashrams. I've gone and taken guidance under many gurus, guides, and mentors. And according to me, the definition of meditation, all of you please note down. Meditation means from thinking to feeling to being. What is meditation? Nowadays, people are just speaking scrap. Huh? That day I saw yoga with a dog is doga. Huh? No, what is this doga, man? Huh? Similarly, they say sun meditation, moon meditation, nothing meditation. This is all scrap. Meditation means from thinking to feeling to being. We are all the time thinking and our minds are going berserk because of constant paralysis through analysis. When you just calm down, focus on your breath, you do the dhyana yoga and mantra meditation as will be taught to you. From the platform, the helicopter is just going, you do a landing, and from thinking, you start feeling within your heart. In this age and day, we are getting heart attacks because we don't exercise our feelings muscle. We do exercise for our biceps and triceps, but we don't do the exercise for our heart muscle, the feelings muscle. And the final meditation is to know your existence. From thinking to feeling to being. Being what? Understanding the spirit soul. Who am I? Who is God? Atma or Paramatma? The connection kya hai? Yoga is not some gymnastics, this yoga, that yoga. That is only the physical part of yoga. Actual meditation is from thinking to feeling to being. Being in connection with the Supreme Lord through the processes of Jnana Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. And this is how you can be focused. Next question, please.
Yeah, before getting into next questions, because this question will go on. So what we are doing, we have made a doubt form, so students can ask the doubts, and if the time also doesn't permit us, we can ask them personally also. So we are putting a doubt form. You can just a minute. Yeah, you're putting a doubt form. You can ask your questions then. Okay. Sir, आपको इतने श्लोक याद कैसे रहते हैं?
बार बार करो, हजार बार करो, जितना बार करोगे याद हो जाएगी. आई एम ऑनेस्टली टेलिंग यू, मैंने एक भी श्लोक याद करने की कोशिश नहीं की है, लेकिन ऐसे सेमिनार मैंने आज तक 5,000 10,000 दे चुका हूं. So you know, I would hear and I would speak and I would hear and I would speak and slowly it became. जैसे एक अच्छा गाना को कोई याद करता है क्या? याद हो जाता है ना. जो चीज आपको अच्छा लगता है वो ऑटोमेटिकली. किसी ने फिल्मी गाने याद करने की कोशिश की है? आ चल के तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन के तले. किसी ने याद किया क्या? ऑटोमेटिकली याद हो गया. सो जस्ट फॉल इन लव विद द भगवद गीता. जस्ट मेक इट अ पार्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ. एंड कृष्णा इज टेलिंग इन द 10th chapter 10th shloka, तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धि योगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते. The beauty of Bhagavad Gita is that any knowledge we gain in this material world is from outside in. You need to revise, you need to study, you need to really go and give the exams, viva. But when you study spiritual literature, dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite, from within as Paramatma, director within the heart, I give you the intelligence by which you come to me. So that is the secret. Just take one step towards God and God will take 10 steps towards you. देखिए, एक रसगुल्ला और गुलाब जामुन में टेस्ट का अंतर को मैं बोल के नहीं समझा सकता अलग अलग लैंग्वेज से, हिंदी, इंग्लिश, मराठी और whatever. मेलोडी खाओ, खुद जान जाओ. Right? You need to taste the honey to understand the sweetness of honey. आत्मा को मानने में, आत्मा को जानने में, आत्मा को समझने में और आत्मा को महसूस करने के अंतर को ही spirituality बोलते हैं. Next question, please.
Yeah. So I think these students are more interested in God and spirituality rather than time management.
Oh
They're asking.
God, this time management seminar has taken a twist towards a meditation seminar, I guess.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
I love the quality of the students, and I can definitely tell you, Satyanarayan, that all the students are from very amazing families, and they have got amazing culture from their forefathers. And among PQ, EQ, IQ, and SQ, all your students are having the high SQ, which is considered the highest quotient. Even in the top companies like Google and Microsoft nowadays, they check SQ before IQ कि ये बंदा actually good person है कि नहीं, right?
Right, sir. So, as you said, sir, he's asking what is the definition of God according to you? Like you have read many spiritual books, you have like done many things, right? So, what is the definition of God according to you, sir?
So beautiful question. What is the definition of God? That person whose beauty is 100%, whose strength is 100%, whose power and strength, whose opulence is 100%, whose renunciation is 100%, whose knowledge is 100%, and he is 100% detached. All six opulences in him are in summum bonum. And who is he? Vishnu or Lord Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasva prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am the Ananta Koti Brahman Nayak. From me, the whole universe is coming out. I am the cause of all causes. In the 10th chapter, Opulence of the Absolute, this is clearly explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Please go and read the 10th chapter, and that is the definition of God.
Awesome, sir. Awesome. Now, questions are asking on time management. Okay.
Yeah.
Rohit from SUV is asking, sir, you are a MBBS and you are a big doctor. You may have so much big schedule, sir. How to manage your personal professional life, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much. So I get up 2 o'clock in the morning. I have my morning sadhana of meditation, mantra meditation, and other things. So please understand, when you practice yoga, spirituality, and meditation, you get tremendous power. Because you get the power of the cosmos, you get that power through which your chakras are balanced, through which your nadis are balanced. Life is very, very deep. So I can manage with 4.5 hours of sleep, because that is sushupti. If you sleep before 10 o'clock, 10 to 12 is equal, 2 hours is equal to 4 hours of sleep. 12 to 2, 2 hours is equal to 2 hours of sleep. And 4 to 6 or 2 to 4 is actually 2 hours of sleep. After 4, if you're sleeping, that means Brahma Muhurtam. If you're sleeping, that means you're actually wasting your energy. So can I request my digital team to put the lecture on power of Brahma Muhurta? So get up early, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I don't associate with negative energies. I'm constantly hearing my guru, guides, and mentors. I'm not talking about these Dhila gurus who are, getting into sex rackets and all these things. Jaisa guru, vaisa chela, ho narak mein thelam thela. I'm not talking about those gurus. I'm talking about real people who are doing the real work, whose life is inside out. And you can go and be with them and see what is the quality of their lives. So when you do that, when you gain energy from the top people, when you gain energy from the Supreme Lord, then you can harness your energy in such a way that you work maximum and rest minimum, and you do it with a lot of efficiency.
Right, sir. Sir, one more question. He's asking very important question, because I have also got this question in my pressure here. Sir, I'm how to get rid of wrong thought, because even I try to ignore it, it comes again and again.
Thank you so much for this lovely question. I'm loving this, because I was also having this question. See, mind is an amazing thing. If you close your eyes and tell your mind, don't think about the red monkey, and mind will only think red monkey, red monkey, red monkey. So I'll tell you how to do this. I was going in my car, and my driver was driving in a village road, and all of a sudden a buffalo came in front. And when I was honking the horns, the buffalo was also humbo, humbo, humbo. So it was a tough time. And my driver was not knowing what to do. I came out of the car and I went and set the buffalo and showed some grass, and it went in the side. So don't try to do a tug of war with the mind, because mind, you cannot win with the mind, right? Bandhur atmat manastasya yenat maevat manajita. So trick the mind. If mind is say, what the hell you're doing, you tell mind, okay, just a second, I'll just hear you. And what you need to do is the mantra meditation. Mantra means, man means mind, and tra means to deliver, right? So when I am talking to you, who is talking? Dr. Saurabh. Who is Dr. Saurabh? He is the Atma, not the body. Mouth is just a mechanism, and vocal cord is just a mechanism to take out the sound. When I am hearing, who is hearing? Ear is just a mechanism to put it to the brain through the auditory nerve. But who is hearing? The soul is hearing. Similarly, the heart is there. And similarly, when I am seeing, who is seeing? The soul is seeing. So when spiritual sound vibrations are there, the spirit touches spirit, and matter can touch matter. It purifies your existence, and that is how you can control the mind.
Yes, sir. It is absolutely correct. Sir, Rushiraj is spamming this question. Is it necessary to believe in God?
Well, God has made a system in which there is no necessary. God doesn't give a system in which you have to. You need to choose to. If a bird is there in the cage, open the cage and it comes, it is yours. Otherwise, it never was. So God gives us freedom and he gives us a lot of love. But if we develop that gratitude, if we have that karma, if we have that pious credits, you will automatically start loving God, right? So God doesn't force love. God gives us, gives us, gives us. But the nature of the human is that God gives, 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 and forgives, and we get, and we forget.
Right. Students are requested that we may cross our time. So, students, can you give your questions in the doubt form? It will be very much fruitful to us. So, just a minute, students. Let me close the chat for a second. Please put down your questions here, because sir is having so much a busy schedule. Although he's having so much busy schedule, he had taken time for us, and that is the reason we can't extend our time. We had already extend our time by 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes. We have to extend our time by 15 minutes, because I know personally
Yeah,
sir can
Satyanarayan.
extend.
Yeah, I also have a Zoom session at 7 o'clock, so
Right,
I
right.
need to leave. Yeah.
Exactly. So sir
So
can
I
extend
am
as much as
promising for
possible.
those people who are having questions, you can put your questions in the comments of the channel and I will personally answering them. And all the students here are also can connect with the organizers. They are very competent and the mentors can answer each and every of your question actually.
Indeed, indeed. So, thank you so much, sir, again for answering such a wonderful questions given by students, such wonderful answers given by you. We are very much grateful to you, sir. We are very much grateful to you. Let's once again thanks, sir, by putting thanks in the chat box. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. It was a pleasure being with all of you, and stay blessed, stay spiritual, and stay high forever. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, students, as sir has very busy schedule, we have to end this session. I know you have many questions in your mind. That is the reason I have given the link. Don't worry, your questions will be answered. We are there with you. This is the first session. Trust me, ये पहला session था बस. और ऐसे बहुत sessions आने वाले, बहुत सारे sessions आने वाले. I'm letting you know कि IIT Kharagpur का course is just a small thing that we can offer you. We can give you many things like this. But what you have to do, like मैंने कल भी बताया था, you have to stay consistent, you have to stay regular with these sessions. So thank you again, guys, for being so much enthusiastic, for so much with us, and that is the reason. Let us conclude this session. Okay, awesome. So we can conclude this session here. If anyone has questions, they can put the questions in the doubt form. Until that time, the rest of the things will be given to you in your WhatsApp group. So thank you everyone for joining us today in this evening and making us this session wonderful. Thank you so much. Students who have filled the attendance form can leave the session. Right. Okay, attendance form. Okay, let me give the attendance form again. Just a second, I'm closing the chat so can everyone get the attendance form. Here is the attendance form. Those students who have filled the attendance form can leave the lecture. Thank you so much again for joining us today in this evening.